So Nvidia gets valuation 4.7, 4.8 billion trillion dollars. Apologize, 4.7 trillion. Godly numbers, right? And I equated this to an umpire who calls a ball a strike and a strike a ball and just not willing to admit when they're wrong. And Wall Street continues to pump this investment knowing damn well it is not real. And for the lack of a better term, this thing is cooked. If you don't know what's happening at Nvidia, Nvidia has committed their dollars to so many investments that in turn have committed their dollars back to Nvidia. That means a net sum gain of zero. This is circular finance. And it can be stretched out to related parties. It could be stretched out to their own investments. And it can be stretched out, 6 degrees of separation of Nvidia. But it doesn't matter how you cut it. That money and that stock and that price is not going to hold up. They're catching on, guys. The world is catching on. But people just hit price points. People don't care. And they're pumping it. When I say people, I'm talking Wall Street. This is negligence at the highest level. If you want confirmation, I will spell it out for you. I will walk it out with you. Let me show you. This is the investment plan of most AI companies. I hope you pay attention. But it looks just like this. Let me shrink myself here. Now, you have Nvidia giving money to OpenAI. OpenAI commits money to Oracle. Oracle buys its equipment from Nvidia. Are you tracking? Where's the money coming from? Where does it really end and where's the real growth? You had an example this week of AMD getting a commitment from OpenAI for $100 billion. OpenAI got their money from Nvidia. You said, well, guess what? Nvidia's money's not really theirs. If you guys ever knew about mark-to-market accounting, and if you're not familiar with the term, go Google it, but it's where you're doing your books and you're not counting money that you actually have. You're counting money that you expect to have. Have you ever gotten a raise, a bonus, a promotion, and you go, you know what? I'm going to start shopping off of money that I don't have. You count your chickens before they hatch. And in this case, Enron did it before, and I'm looking at Nvidia, and they're spending money. They're committing money. They already committed. Guys, they've committed, I believe it was $9 billion just in the last 3 weeks. $9 billion of their money to other companies. Guess what they don't have? Even Nvidia, the world's #1 company, could you imagine being worth $4.8 trillion and on the books you only have $11 billion cash, 9 of which is committed to investments? You have $0. You have no money. And they're paying out dividends and they're doing deals behind the back. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Yes, they have short-term securities and investments, but 91% of their portfolio happens to be a company that they're invested in personally. CoreWeave. It's ridiculous what's being allowed on Wall Street, and everyone can call it out. Nvidia has made investments into ARM Holdings, who in turn makes investments back to them. Nvidia makes investments into CoreWeave, who makes investments into Supermicro Computers, who in turn makes investments back into Nvidia. And the loops go on and on and on. I can show you the biggest diagram in the world, the biggest flow chart, but this one's the most efficient right here. Imagine trying to start something with this. This is what's happening to your economy. This is the economy we're all talking about, and this is the one that Wall Street is pumping. Please educate yourself, guys. This is getting crazy. I'm like, it's delusional. You hear the announcements and you go, what? They had an investment for how much from whom? The money's not there. It's just circulating. You don't believe me? Go read the filings. I already did. Peace.